Hello! Today I have something very cool to show you. So this is actually something I've personally wanted to be able to do for quite some time now, but it's only recently become possible. So completely redstone controlled random structure spawning. So if you don't quite know what I mean by that, let me give you a demonstration. So this is going to trigger some redstone somewhere, and we're actually going to get a spawned structure over here. So that's nothing special. We have seen this kind of thing recently with the set block command. So let me do this again and we will see something else happen. So over there we're actually going to get a second structure spawned over there, and if I take it a third time we're going to get a third structure spawned somewhere else. So like I said, this is redstone controlled random structure spawning. So what that means is basically with just some redstone we can spawn entire structures at random locations anywhere in the world. And here are the controls. It's just a hopper clock testing for a potion effect, and if that's true it will allow this minecart spawner to spawn something. Now you may be wondering what the point of this is. Well, basically this is for maps, obviously. So let's make an example here. Let's say in your map you want the player to collect 100 diamonds. Once they've collected 100 diamonds, what's going to happen is somewhere in the world, at a random location, you're going to get a dungeon that's generated for the player. So sort of like, you know, it generates as you progress through the map. So this is where this comes in really handy. So whereas before you could obviously spawn structures, but they're only at set locations. They're always going to be at a certain location. But with this, it can be, like I said, it's many times it's random, so it can actually just spawn it anywhere in the world for you, and that's actually pretty useful in many situations. So how it works is basically we have a big tower of entities. So at the base we have a redstone block falling sand entity, then above that we have an activator rail falling sand entity, and then we have an assortment of minecart command block entities, each with its own separate command that sets a block relative to the cart's position. And then above that, at the end, we have a primed TNT entity. So these are all actually stacked together. And the reason you have to stack them is basically to get this random effect. Basically, spawners can only actually spawn one entity at a time. So if you want them all to be at the same location, which is necessary, basically you have to stack them. So it's kind of a bit of a loophole. So basically what happens is when these two fall, it basically allows the command carts to be powered, which will spawn the blocks at the appropriate locations, and then once that's done, the TNT will destroy the evidence of the little tower thing. So it's pretty simple to do. Obviously, if you want a really big structure, it's going to take longer, obviously, to set all the commands and everything. But it's very, very cool. I can see it being useful in not adventure maps necessarily, but sort of, you know, there's custom maps where they kind of let you kind of play survival, but then it's kind of got additional features and stuff. I think it's really, really cool, and it's got a lot of potential, and I hope you do too. Spawn one more thing. There we go, it's over there, and it will spawn it once it hits the ground over there. It's very cool. Hope you enjoyed.